In honor of the Chiefs attempting to complete a three-peat Super Bowl run that we're obviously all super excited to see, I've decided to download Madden 18 and sim the career of Patrick Mahomes, who happens to have the second in his name. One of the big things that I noticed right away with his ratings is he's 79 speed. In Madden now, mind you, 8 years later, 8 years older, he's now 87 speed. I don't know what they see in him. 79 is, I would argue, too slow. 82, 83, that's where I put him. He's right in the middle of where he is in this game versus where he is now in Madden 25. But looking at his ratings, always had the throw power. Accuracies were there. And yeah, this is a guy that, because he's so young in the game, could have the potential to honestly almost replicate real life. We'll have to see what happens. Of course, some of the different things in this game are development traits. You have slow dev in this game. Obviously, he doesn't have it here. He has normal dev. Hopefully, we can get that dev up. But another thing is, you actually bought dev traits. So I'm not sure how I want to do this because I know the cheese used to be, don't upgrade your players, hold all the XP for a year or two, and then just juice them. Or spend them XP on dev traits, then juice the ratings as the ratings go up, the overall goes up, the XP needed to level up goes even higher, and it's a disaster. But I think because this is a simulation situation, I probably will just have it on auto. I can't remember if the game did develop devs at all, to be honest, but yeah, kind of a weird situation where not only were they really pushing Gatorade on us, but also the dev traits, you could literally buy them. Update from me being just about done with this video. I didn't even realize that this is a video done by someone else already. This Madden. But they obviously went back to Madden 18 as well. Kazo, who does rebuilds on YouTube as well, has done this idea already. So definitely check their video out. I'm sure it's going to be better than mine here anyways. But definitely check them out. Give them some love because I genuinely didn't know someone else did this. I know there's been plenty of career simulation videos of Patrick Mahomes. I just didn't know there was someone that actually went back to Madden 18 like we are here. I was like, wow, what a genius. I'm so smart. No, I'm not. I'm a thief. But yeah, check them out, and hopefully this will still have some value. Of course, looking at the team itself, you have a younger 23-year-old Tyreek Hill who has quick development trait and is obviously insanely athletic. You have Spencer Ware, the 25-year-old normal dev, who was always one of those kind of trade pieces if you're doing like a speed rebuild because, it doesn't cost as much to get like a normal dev. You have Travis Kelce, who's ridiculous, 27 years old, superstar dev. Really, really good. Kind of sucks you don't get to see all the ratings. You get to see most of them, to be fair. But we also have different types of ratings in this game. You have elusiveness, juke move, spin move, elusiveness, which I think has been basically replaced by the break tackle stat, if I'm not mistaken. Offensive line, of course. Simpler times, you just had run blocking. You just had pass blocking. You had impact blocking. You had strength. That's it. Nowadays, I don't even know what those base ratings mean. I don't even know if run block or pass block even matters in Madden nowadays. I genuinely don't. Mitchell Schwartz, a guy that was always, one of the decent pieces to grab in free agency for the most part. And then we have the defensive side of the ball where, ironically enough, this game actually did it better than it is now in Madden. Look, I'm looking at these ratings. I'm looking at these players. I click B. I'm still on this page. Awesome. Of course, Chris Jones, 23 years old, quick dev. Kind of raw, right? Like no finesse, 83 block shed, 84 power move. I don't know why I started yelling there. Eric Berry, 28-year-old superstar. What a guy. Of course, you have Tamba Hali. Justin Houston is really solid here. Ron Parker, 86 overall. Pretty solid player. Marcus Peters, 24, superstar. Really, really good. So this is a good team, right? It's not a bad team at all. Mahomes getting the start here very early with us. Can he get one of those Super Bowls early on, get the three-peat just like he might in real life, and then, of course, potentially do more and maybe even pass Brady? Now, that is a long shot. Honestly, I would say if you started in Madden 25 right now at the Super Bowl week, I don't know if you'll feel great about you passing Brady. But let the sim begin. I genuinely don't remember everything about how this game worked, so I am going to slow sim it just in case. One of the big things I will know for a fact, because I'm pretty sure there was UI issues in the background for many Maddens on, now the sim's going to be a little slow. We also have a regression. Oh, what is this? What is this? Okay, I sort of remember that, kind of, not really. I think that is probably the best. Well, I wouldn't say this best way. It's the most realistic way to go. If in Madden they did do it where based on performances you went up and down. I think that's how they do it in MLB The Show. The problem is, you do kind of get those teams that are just going to stay bad forever. Also, looking at this start of the season, not looking so good. Like, to be clear, this season we're simming here. The Chiefs were 10-6 in real life, atop the AFC West. Just so we're clear. Like, I don't know what's going on here, but yeah, 3-10. I guess they're going to draft a replacement for Mahomes right away. I don't know what to tell you. This is ridiculous. No point even slow simming. Have all the contract and all that stuff on auto. We have the XP sliders on 130 everything except for O-line. O-line's always been a pretty slow developer in-game. But yeah, let's take a look at this team. So Mahomes, after a full season, goes up 2 whole overalls, 0 development traits. Yikes. That was a very bad season. Let's take a look at the schedule. That's not what I want to look at. Actually, it is what I want to look at, apparently. We beat the Patriots, who were at the time like one of the best sim teams going, and lost to like every other team. Like every other team. Do we have like the Patriots record? I kind of want to see. They usually were pretty good in sim, right? Yeah, 12-4. We beat them, but we couldn't beat anyone else. We're just horrible. Take a look at the numbers. Mahomes was awful. 37-86, 19 touchdowns, 16 picks. Receiving stats, not the best. And man, it's crazy how like over the years, it really, the old saying of like, it's not really even a saying, but like people are afraid of change. It is true, because I remember when, each UI was changing, I was like, oh, that doesn't really do much. The last 2 Maddens, I think I've kind of, grown on it. Like, yeah, it's a little bit better. It's something special, but it's a little bit better. But back in the day, I was like, oh, I hate these new UIs. Why do they keep ruining things? But yeah, going from now to this, I mean, it's just so bad. Like, you got to scroll down to get to the top 10, and it's just, there's a lot of bad here, right? Rookie of the Year, Mahomes was number 3, so not even going to win Rookie of the Year, which I can't even remember. I don't think you got DevUps back then for winning awards. I don't think you did. Oh, the classic news stories. Not that they don't have them now. I just don't pay attention to them now. I don't really care. But let's go right to the draft. Obviously, we're going to be, operating this as a normal sim situation where we take a look at what they drafted, maybe take a look at how the team has changed in the offseason in general, and move on to another season. We might have to change the playbook at some point because like I said, I do want it to be like, okay, he's following the Chiefs. This is what happens as the Chiefs. I also don't want it to be a terrible video because the Chiefs scheme sucks. Back then, the Chiefs weren't really known as that great of a passing attack, more of an efficient attack rather than one that's going to put up crazy yards. So, I do want to have a fun experience, even if it's, going to be a little bit less realistic. All right, draft recap. They go with a quarterback like we just said. I was joking. Oh, my Lord. They're actually going to start this guy. Of course, back then they didn't have the tags or anything like that, so this guy would need to physically be a higher overall than Mahomes to start over him. Look at these gem linemen, though. Better than the ones we have nowadays, realistically. Thomas Gallen. I'm sure there's going to be even more different discoveries we're going to make as we go on. 92 juke move, better than like any juke move you're going to see going forward in, the newer Maddens. 95 speed, 94 excel. I mean, look at the speed of that running back. That is pretty good. Obviously, you can also upgrade speed. Whereas now on Madden, you can't do any of that, which I get it. Once again, we talk about it here and there, where it's like, it makes sense because you shouldn't be going up very much at all for speed if you're, already established. But here, you could obviously argue if you save some XP, you can get some speed upgrades. There's no question about it. 17K is a lot of XP, but it is pretty, close to what, Madden XP is now. It's just, you're going for individual ratings rather than full-on upgrades. We'll say the kind of UI maneuvering is actually pretty clean and pretty quick. Do you move Gallen up to number 3 because he has potential? Mahomes, by the way, 81 overall. Using a little bit of XP there. Accuracies are getting there, but yeah, once again, development not. I'm pretty sure the AI would just ignore developing players, pure development trait-wise, which is a disaster. Then we go down to the defense, where you still have Chris Jones. You do have Tamba Hali, but D. Ford takes the role there. 27-year-old D. Ford. Pretty good finesse, actually. Justin Houston's still the starter, while Ron Parker, I think, actually regressed here, no? Either way, the team's decent. It's just, it might be held back again by the scheme. Again, if you wanted to have the best scheme, you would go all the way over to the Patriots, say, okay, what do they got? New England coach? Alrighty, that's what we're going to do. So we're going to give the Chiefs one more go, because obviously Mahomes was a rookie, but then we're going to go to the Saints, the Patriots. And they do miss the playoffs. What was the record? 6-10. Better, but yeah, still just desperate. Desperate as hell. I will say Mahomes did have a better year. So I kind of need to give it even another year. If he drops back after this, sure. But I honestly think I might need to give it yet another season. I really might. Justin Houston, obviously 15.5 sacks. Pretty good stuff. Let's take a look at the yearly awards. Offense was 25th, mind you. This is also when Aaron Rodgers a 99 overall. Brady a 99 overall. Dak, 92. Devontae Freeman, had a lot of fun using him in Madden. Russell Wilson, Le'Veon Bell. Ty Montgomery, what do you mean? What do you mean, Ty Montgomery? What a name drop. As Mahomes doesn't even make the top 10. Well, damn, look at this guy, Long Curtis, normal dev. I also do, oh, he's 24, though, but I do like the fact you see the dev right away. I get it, the hiddenness can be fun, but for doing rebuilds where, you know, we've seen almost every single type of player, I don't care, right? Just show me the dev. Stop hiding it. All right, the updated look for the team could definitely use some wide receiver, but their offensive line definitely gets better. They got Glowinski as an 85 overall left guard, Otis at 77 for the left tackle spot. Defensively, middle linebacker, not really sure what's going on with Scooby Wright there. Why is... Oh, do they have it flipped? I'm so confused. I thought in Madden nowadays, the guy on this side where Scooby is actually number 1. But that's fine. Okay, either way. I mean, it's not the best team, but you got Mahomes. You got a couple of receivers like Travis Kelce and Tyreek Hill. Here we go, 9-6, so we get the playoffs. Mahomes is an 84 overall. Did they get his... They just don't do devs, huh? They just don't do... So realistically, back in the day, these should have been our most successful rebuilds because the other teams just seemingly don't dev up their players' actual development traits, meaning you just hold on to that XP for a season, you get them to quicker superstar, and you're going to zoom past the competition, right? So... Yeah, I mean, I can't remember. There also, I feel it was, like, controversy with how much XP you gained with Dev back in the day. I can't remember. Was it actually worth it? I always did, because I felt it was worth it, but I feel like somebody confirmed that it wasn't as good as it seems. Maybe I'm wrong. Take a look at Mahomes, who, did have a better season. Yards are great. Running was great. It seems like overall it didn't matter as much back then for running backs. It kind of was just the scheme, which I like it a little bit more for running back. I think QB, wide receiver, I get it. It's kind of hard. Like, if you're not going to make it like playbook based, is it just RNG completely? Because how can you decide a 72 overall rookie should randomly play better than a 76? You know, if it's all ratings based, every first 2 seasons or so for a rookie is going to be the same every single time. You know, I don't know. But for running back, I think it should be a little more random because running back really, truly is dime a dozen, at least at the NFL level. Any single one of the guys that are good enough to be in the NFL could have a crazy season or have a terrible season. Offensive line plays a huge factor in that, obviously. But let's take a look at the MVP. Goes to Big Ben Roethlisberger. Got Cam Newton, 89 overall. I kind of want to do something else with this Madden, if you will. Let's take a look at QB number 3. That's a Pro Bowl for Mahomes. Mahomes dog. All right, let's sim this season. Can we beat the Raiders? We can. Can we beat the Jaguars? Can we? We could, but we don't. Of course, the Patriots are in it. Let's take a look at who or how they lost, I suppose. Mahomes, not the problem at all. 2 touchdowns, 310 yards, 0 interceptions. Tyrod Taylor is the starter with Blake freaking Bortles as the backup. Leonard Fournette, what a disaster, this team, let me tell you. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this upcoming season we have here in this sim is when Mahomes would have won his first Super Bowl. So, no pressure, kid. Pick 25, they do land a couple of decent linemen, Higgins and Kunalik. That sounds sus as hell, by the way, but Higgins... Really good blocking. Man, the simpler times of just having a couple of pass block, run block ratings and call it a day. Now I've got to upgrade 45 ratings to make a player decent. Pretty good draft picks, though, by the Chiefs, at least for the O-line. All right, a lot of the same situation on offense. Even the offensive line, pretty much the same, but we do have some backup linemen that they just drafted that could start in the future. And then looking at the defense, Inconsistency, who always had a good chance to develop, but never really did in Madden, is actually pretty good here. Decent overall as well. Good signing. New free safety, Romeus. Not that fast. Good zone, though, with good hit power. And then middle linebackers, not bad. Correa, 25 years old. Well, it looks like there's going to be no Super Bowl in the Chiefs' future here, as they do not even make the playoffs. Mahomes now an 87 overall. Still not good enough at 8-8. Looking at, the first couple of games of the season, 5 losses out of the first 6. Decent little finish to the season, but just too much losses in the beginning. Not going to be able to come back from that. Let's take a look at Mahomes' numbers. Oof. Okay, so I think that is a guaranteed scheme change. I think that is confirmed it. Let's take a look at the whole NFC. The touchdowns. Winston, the Buccaneers offense was also pretty damn good back then. Seahawks, I don't remember the Seahawks scheme being that good, though. Green Bay was okay, but it was the Patriots mainly. But the thing with the Patriots is they got Trevor Siemian now. That's the reason why. So we're going to go with the Patriots offense and see what happens. Another lineman, Hunter Riley, 77 overall, looks really good. Just, low dev, which this whole damn team has low dev. It's pretty good, though, because back then... No, actually, I think this was back when Madden actually did kind of have those higher rookie ratings. But the base ratings of players were higher, which was, it was just kind of like... Everything was higher, right? And they kind of toned it back a little bit. Still get some pretty good players, but toned it back a little bit. We're another season in. Nothing's really changing. Travis Kelce seems to be regressing, though. A 31-year-old, 94 overall. Back then, tight end didn't really regress that badly either. Trent Williams on the team now, by the way. 33-year-old Trent Williams. Nice. And then defensively, any new names here? I don't see any. Justin Houston also regressing a little bit. The team's still pretty good. They're just kind of struggling a little bit. So we're going to rock the Patriots offense, see if things change. All right, even with the Patriots scheme, it's not working out too well. 6-10. Oh, my. Mahomes just regressed? Wait, is that a thing? He lost 2 injury because he was sacked 4 times. I forgot when injury and awareness... Well, obviously awareness makes a lot of sense. But injury... played a decent factor in your overall as well. He's an 80 injury. I got to turn that off. Can I turn that off? Because he is going to die. He will literally die at this rate. There's no point in looking at the win-loss because we're just losing. There's no reason for me to want us to suck, right? I kind of want them to do well. I want to, it'd be cool to have, close to real life, finish it with 5 Super Bowls, and then a couple years from now, we'd be like, hey, remember when that happened in that video you did? But, not looking so hot early on. It almost never does work out, but still, you want to have a chance at it. You feel like, hey, maybe you can win a Super Bowl by now, hopefully, but no. 86 overall on top of it. Oh, damn, finally they go wide receiver 81 overall. He's ridiculous. Oh, wow, okay, so now here's the thing. I liked the basic offensive lineman ratings, but yeah, having just 83 route running and 88 release, that is crazy. Like, you really had nothing you needed to develop back in this day, but, that wide receiver is going to be good. All right, they kept most of the guys they had from last year, but the regressions are definitely hitting hard. Tyreek Hill, 90 overall now, which is great. Cox, 81. Then we look at the defensive side of the ball, where they've kept everything else pretty much in check. This is a 4-3 defense now with Chris Jones playing this spot, so I'm going to have to move some guys around. Inconsistency at maybe right end because he's just fast enough at 77 speed with Justin Houston at left end. Want to go with the 4-3 Chargers at the time because they had Melvin Ingram and Joey Bosa just absolutely cooking off. So I figured, change to a 4-3. We have a really good chance to put some numbers up. What is actually happening? The Chiefs are 4-12 now. Mahomes is still an 86 overall because he's now 27 years old, and he's losing injury left and right. He's 76 injury now. Oh my God, this offensive line is just cooking them alive. Let's take a look at those numbers. This isn't some hater video. I don't hate Mahomes. I don't want to see the Chiefs lose every single time. I don't want to build a time machine, go back in time and like bust his knees or something. Oh yeah, I forgot relocations. Got the Chargers, most likely the Chargers, right? It looks like the Titans though. It is the Titans, okay. Relocating. Usually it was the Chargers doing that. I guess we'll go Cowboys. Their scheme is busted. I mean, I tried to go Packers and I guess he's just not Rodgers-ing it. Pick 5 overall in the draft. They go Howard Millard, who has really good block shedding, but no pass rush ability. He seems like an off-ball, but I don't know what you're getting out of this guy. He's slow as hell. Got a good overall, really good hit power. I guess you bulk him up, he plays nose tackle. He gains 70 pounds, he plays nose tackle. All right, looking at the updated roster. Trent Williams, how old is this guy now? He's going to be like 35. Look at him go. Love to see it. Cox. Love to see Cox doing well. Love to see Cox in general. 29-year-old Tyreek Hill's an 88 overall. That regression's already hitting, huh? 27-year-old Mahomes. 90 short accuracy, 84 medium, 85 deep. It's taking him a long time to develop, but, I have it on auto. No deving up of the actual development traits. Then you have Hayden, who has slow dev, but he's 27 years old. That's really bad. Slow dev is just tough. No right end anymore, and Justin Houston is getting closer and closer to retirement. Another missed playoff season with the Cowboys scheme setup. And also, I swear to God, if Mahomes lost more injury, dude. He's 74 injury now. What are they doing? I'm going to bump his injury up. I don't know why they did that, by the way. Like, I get it, right? It should be like kind of how they have it where it's morale-based, not physically losing injuries. So, like, that's another hit right to the dome. He's done for. I'm going to put him at 99 just so he can build up a buffer. What overall is that going to put him at now? 89. So, injury actually played a factor, which I get it. The best stability is availability, right? You always hear that from our grandfathers. But let's take a look at the schedule. I normally don't, but I just want to see, like, we're losing the Raiders, the Broncos, the Bills, the Bears. The Bears scheme's actually pretty good in this Madden. Back when they had Jordan Howard, their numbers are like, they're putting on like almost 2K rushing yards a sim. And here, I mean, even with the Cowboys scheme, which Dak is killing, by the way, it's 24 touchdowns, 22 picks. This realm is like the realm the Chiefs would be in if they didn't sell their souls, basically. Like, that's insane. Like, how is he playing this badly? With this scheme, one of the busted schemes. Like, what do you want from me? Is it the QB I gotta change? I don't know, dude. I'm literally gonna copy them all the way across the board, and if it doesn't change, it doesn't help us. I don't know what to do. Pick 6 overall, 78 overall, right in DeAndre Yates. Every single player they've been taking has been normal dev. Oh, there you go, quick dev. Very fitting. But yeah, a lot of normals, which I think was common, but still. Disaster, nonetheless. All right, looking at the updated team, left tackle Hickman, no Trent Williams, 27 years old. I mean, they're moving well. Their skill position's lacking a little bit, right? Running back could do some work and whatnot. Maybe we do need to bump the sliders slightly. I'm going to just do 150 like I do on Madden now. But yeah, I mean, the team, it doesn't seem to really be getting better, tell you that much. Nope, doesn't matter. Copied everything, and still we suck. We still suck. 2-14. I don't know what's happening here. How do I change it? I don't remember how to look at all the teams. I guess I'll just look like this. So 84. Oh yeah, we suck. Okay, we're really bad. Damn, dude. This has not gone well. Like this, I mean, I'm simming, I'm not trying to guarantee that he wins as many Super Bowls as he does in real life. That would be stupid. What do you mean the point? He's like, okay, well, he did that in real life. Fair enough. I want to see what happened if he did it again. I have all the best schemes that I can remember, and we still suck. We still are horrible. I'm going to try the Buccaneers scheme then. Let's go Bucs. I know they were a very good offensive scheme, so let's do that. Which, ironically, they're running the freaking Patriots playbook. But they went 8-8, so it's like, I don't even know. All right, we'll try it. Spread any. We're just basically going back in time and testing out old playbooks. That's what the video has become. Number 1 overall with Mahomes. Could you imagine a team, a world where the Chiefs had the first pick overall while Mahomes is QB1? Could you imagine? Well, you don't have to imagine anymore, baby. Another year, Tyreek Hill has regressed to an 86 overall. He's 31 years old now. Mahomes is up there as well at 29. Offensive line, for the most part, it's okay. Left guard could use some work. D-line, Chris Jones is still going strong, 88 overall. Peters, 88 overall. These ages have caught up, 32 years old, but because he's superstar dev, he's fine, right? They don't regress as hard back then, which I like. I don't know what to do. All right, I'm just vibing. The team's not. Mahomes has lost like $1 billion in injury. It's sad. It's just like nothing's happened. I have the freaking Buccaneers scheme on now, and Mahomes is still throwing 18 picks a year, or 18 touchdowns a year. He's doing nothing. The Buccaneers are having a time of their lives. Even the freaking Lions of Jared Goff now are having a good time. Like, how is Jameis Winston like a goon? He's like insane. He's a 90, is that 93, 94? I don't even know, but he's ridiculous. I don't know what to do. Every scheme I change to is fall off into the depths of hell. I really don't know what to tell you. I would not be able to tell you why this is happening. I think if I had to genuinely do a rebuild back then, like right now, Madden 18 rebuild, I would not make the playoffs once. I don't get it. I get it, the team's not that good. I get that. But schemes even then played that much of a factor. You could develop almost any team using one of the 3 kind of main playbooks, the Cowboys, the Buccaneers, and the Patriots. Those were like the 3 at the time. And yeah, here we are, following the career of Mahomes, which is looking like booty right now. Oh, they go tight end, 79 overall, but he's got slow dev. He's tall as hell, but he's 24. So it's like, you think you cooked, but not so fast. Yeah. They love that name Gator, by the way. Gaitor. That was another very common name back here in this Madden. Mahomes has been locked in as a 87 overall for a while now. Tyreek Hill goes to the slot. Very curious to see what his speed's like. Chris Jones is dropped off, same as Peters. Maybe the team's just not developing well enough. I don't know. But Tyreek Hill, he's definitely dropped off in speed. But at 32, I've seen worse. 1-15 now. This is the most baffling one I've ever seen. At this rate, I'm going to trade him to one of the teams that has a quarterback that is doing really well, because I don't know why this is happening. I don't know why. Like there's maybe something I'm completely forgetting about this game that is causing this to happen. I'm going to switch him to a team that's just had a quarterback do really well. That's simply put. I want to see what the hell is happening here, because he is not playing well. The team is horrible, and we're copying the schemes of the teams that are good. So obviously we're seeing that, Jameis Winston, the Buccaneers, every single season, they are killing it. We're trading into the Buccaneers, and that's final. Oh my lord, we go to the Buccaneers, and then they draft a bust, Barry McClover. Yeah, he's terrible, 66 overall. But here it is. We're going to move on. We're going to see if Mahomes on the Buccaneers can do something, because they have not sniffed the playoffs since that 9-6-1 season, actually. Mahomes at 86 overall. He's never even touched 90, and he's 31 years old. So, I mean, it could be straight up overall. Maybe it's just overall doing that, but look at O.J. Howard, 90 overall. Quick dev, looking good. Not very fast anymore, but looking good still. More of a run blocker, though. They kind of sold him. To be fair, I will admit now this could change some things for us. Mike Evans is gone. When we moved him over, Mike Evans was still here, and now he's gone all of a sudden. So I will say it's a little unfair already, but still hopefully is good enough. They still missed the playoffs. Please tell me it was at least better. Okay, 7-8-1. Let's take a look at the numbers. I mean, Mahomes definitely, this is his best season in his career, right? I would argue. It goes in reverse here. At least you can see the bottom. In Madden 25, they still have it glitched out where you can't see the very first season if it's on the bottom. 31-11 is definitely by far his best season. 32-12 is close, though. What is the completion percentage? 64. Where's the passer rating? They don't have the passer rating? Am I crazy? Well, we'll just go off of completion percentage. Yeah, I mean, 3% higher is probably going to do it if they're that close. Yards and touchdown to pick ratio wise. Better, right? For sure. Let's take a look at what happened with Derek Carr on the Chiefs. Better than we've seen from Mahomes in a bit, but yeah, still not great. What a disaster this has become, though. But let's see. Maybe NFC's got some numbers going for themselves. I do like, though, that the numbers aren't guaranteed to be, like, really good. Sure. But at the same time, we probably deserved a little bit better than what we were seeing, right? Pick 13 overall, they go middle linebacker. Where's that second-round pick? Did they trade it for something? Like, where would that second-round pick have gone? I have no idea. Maybe they traded up for 13, which is crazy because I never see the AI trade up. But, yeah, I don't know if a middle linebacker is going to get the job done, but at least Mahomes played a little bit better. But yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here. I know, it's going to be crazy. I don't think he's putting up the Super Bowls he has in real life. And I don't think he's passing them either. 32 years old. I'm kind of curious to see what the overall, the ages are. Usually the players lasted pretty long QB, pretty much all Maddens forever. Really, I can't look at all players, really. That's kind of crazy. What do we got here? If Russell Wilson's 39 and still going strong, then yeah, we're looking all right with Mahomes. But at the same time, Russell does at least have decent dev. You don't lose dev in this, I don't believe. It's been a while. Of course, ironically enough, he's on the Chiefs. Superstar at 39 years old, still good, So we'll have to see. I really want to see what his season's like, too, is now he's joined the team we just went off of. All right, what is the season? 4-11. He is literal poison. Okay, we gotta see if the freaking Seahawks, or I guess Russell Wilson, turn the Chiefs into a GOAT team. 7-9. I mean, it's still better than we've seen for pretty much every single season. So take a look at the numbers, though. Mahomes, I mean, the touchdowns are low. Chiefs, Russell Wilson's outplaying what Mahomes is. Maybe it is the dev. I mean, just for a season, I'm gonna bump his dev to superstar and see what happens. Screw it. I don't care. At this point, now he's wearing freaking 13, man. Nothing's going well, all right? At this point, I just want to see a good season. I really just, that's all. Pick 3 overall, they actually do a really good job in the draft. They land a running back who's not very fast, but he's 230, 6'3". Man, if he could change that Excel with his speed, he would actually be such a good player. Quick dev, 86 truck, 90 stiff arm. I mean, some of these players, man, so good. Lucas Flynn, higher ceiling by far than Mahomes at this rate, because Mahomes is right at the end of his freaking rope. Look at Collins, though. He was a 99 overall last year. He's 29 overall now. 29 years old, not 29 overall. We have Godwin obviously regressing. Mahomes dropped 3 overalls, and that's with being superstar. He shouldn't even have been that. So I love it says getting older. Bad season for the awareness, getting older for the other ones. I really don't remember the parentheses for that. I genuinely don't. I love that. I like that a lot. This is why we need somebody to categorize all the things Madden's and, Madden franchises had, so we can protect the future of oh, look, Pro Bowl's in. That's such a cool feature. Well, we had the Pro Bowl. We used to be able to play that. I want somebody to, look at the freaking neck, though. Oh, my Lord. Oh, my God. I do remember that. I also remember the thick thighs, thick calves, anyways, for the running backs. I don't know if that's still a thing. But, yeah, we need somebody to do that. Somebody's got to, put everything down so we know which features are already in the game. They've already been in the game. They're just bringing them back because they always freaking gaslight us with that crap. Either way, we got the Buccaneers, or the whatever scheme. What scheme do we have on? I think it's the same. Keep messing up and saying Chiefs. The Patriots with the offensive spread scheme, which is what we came over here with when, Jameis Winston was having a time of his life before we ruined it. Hey, no playoffs, huh? It's becoming less of a question that Chris Godwin will end up at Canton. He's the 8th all-time receptions guy. 4-12. God, I want to see the Chiefs if the Chiefs are in there. Yeah, they're terrible too. I mean, they're number 4. We're number 2. So any team that Mahomes touches just falls apart completely, huh? Awesome. 23 touchdowns, 23 picks for Mahomes. Oh my, this has not gone well. I mean, this is what I wanted. I wanted to go to the Madden 18. What happens, happens. It stays in Vegas. And despite using what I remember to be the best schemes in this game, we ran the Buccaneers, the Cowboys, the Packers, and the Patriots. I think the Browns were up there too, but they were more of a run offense team, right? And the Bears were a run offense. You can see here Hicks. And no, it didn't develop. It didn't work out for us. Also, Redskins. Now, I do expect Mahomes to stick around for a little bit longer, probably 38-40. That's kind of the range. But in case he's not, let's just take a look at the stats. Numbers-wise, I do like this, right? Like, it's more authentic. Nowadays in Madden, you basically, if you're a 70-plus overall, you start from start to finish. No matter what scheme you're running, you're getting a 2-to-1 ratio minimum touchdown to pick. And I don't like that. I like a little bit more randomness, which we're seeing here. Not everyone is 2-to-1. A lot of these guys are barely 1-to-1. And Mahomes is not 2-to-1 either. So I do like that. I like that quite a bit. But at the same time, for this specific video, maybe, just throw my man's a bone. I like a freaking Super Bowl or two. But no, not even coming close on that one. I don't think he's going to have an award either. He was drafted in the first round, and he was Player of the Week this year. That's about it, unfortunately. Pick 2 overall, you got another really good draft here. Darren King, 6'1", 93 speed. I like that build. And then the quarterback, slow dev, but Frank McGlynn. I still remember drafting plenty of slow dev people that developed well, so it just sucks that auto devs, I don't think they actually dev up the actual development trait itself, but you definitely can. You're doing a rebuild, you definitely can. Let me know, though, if you guys want to see an actual rebuild on Madden 18. I could easily go back, rebuild the worst team. I think we've even done that once before. It doesn't have to be Madden 18. It could be like, whatever Madden I can have on this Xbox. I mean, maybe I could even slap a PC in there, but my PC, she getting old on me. All right, Mahomes, 84 overall now. He's still looking pretty good, but that throw power, that's the big one you're seeing. The speed as well, 67 speed, losing that a lot. Then, the rest of the team, though, actually really good. Tackles are great, guards. I mean, there's no reason this team should suck, if we're going to be really fully honest. This is like the best offensive line in the league. They're all A- plus. You got a solid tight end, solid enough wide receivers, pretty good running back. I don't know about the defense. It's probably going to be terrible. It's not great. It's definitely not great. The corners are awful, but offensively, there should be no excuses, right? Like, this should be a top 10 offense. We'll see. Patrick Mahomes II is close to breaking the NFL record for pass yards in a single season. That sounds pretty good. That doesn't sound bad. Okay. I see it. I like it. Still, we're terrible, but yeah, I like it. First in yards. I made these guys accountable. 32nd. Okay, so the defense was bad. Defense wins championships in this era. Unfortunately, we don't have a defense. But let's take a look at where he ranks. We're the 33rd allowed? There's only 32 teams. What do you mean, dude? Wait, let me see this again. Was this actually a glitch? Is this actually a thing that used to happen? I kind of remember that. We're the 33rd worst. Wow, that's impressive to be that bad that you're literally not even an NFL team anymore. Best QB, where are we at? A lot of picks, so maybe nowhere. 10, despite almost breaking the yards in a season record. Okay. We're also in 2030 now, so when I say era, we're living that era, mind you. It's 2030. We're not even there yet in real life. Although I hate that we're not too far off of it either. Mahomes doesn't really regress too bad, but that throw power is definitely taking a massive hit. What do we got? Speed, lower again, 2. Throw power, -2. Agility, excel. Stamina, juke move, looseness. Ball carrier vision, spin, stiff, truck, injury. It's all going down by 2s. Still an 83 overall. Still had a really good year. One of his best. Not his best, because I think touchdown to pick ratio-wise, 31-11, 32-12 is a little bit better than 31-19 or whatever. But a lot of yards, so he's still performing. 82 overall cornerback, normal dev, really good man coverage. Press is ridiculous, 94 speed, 94 excel. Ray Bracken's 91 strength, 83 block shed, 78 power move. Some really good linemen near the end of their draft class as well. Look how fluid this moves, though. Look at this. Normally the game would be glitching out like mad on Madden 25. Maybe it's the new Maddens that have the UI underlay. 83 overall, 87 wide receiver, 88 wide receiver, 88 running back, 86 tight end. All the linemen are 87 plus, so, I mean, we should expect another pretty good season offensively. Then, of course, with the cornerback draft and all that, they're looking good. They're looking good. We don't even need to look if we made the playoffs. It's just they're not going to make it. I imagine more age or injury regression, right? I don't see it. Oh, actually, it does say it. -2 reg. Threw 4 picks. 4 picks in a season. He's horrible. His throw power is still good enough, though. But, yeah, pretty bad stuff. Let's take a look at the stats. Good touch on the pick ratio. A lot of yards. Just another fail. Look at this draft that the Buccaneers just had. A pick 1 overall. 6'5" William Odom. It's been a while since they had Mike Evans, but he's basically back. They got a really good safety in Bass. 85 hit power. 84 zone. Dev is good. Cornerback, not as great, but still really good zone. And then right tackle Kitchens, or Kitchings, really weird name. Quick Dev, really good draft. One of the best drafts. Another one. One of the best drafts I've seen today. You know, we've seen like 15 drafts or so. By far, you know, the best draft compared to like other teams that are good, but not that good. The Mahomes train is almost over. Not that it's really done much anyways. 81 overall. How old is he anyways? 36. Throw power down to 85. Speed 63. Accuracy still really good though. And now while I don't think this is the best form of Mahomes to be using, I do need to come into the game and use him. I need to see how different the game feels, which it's going to be a disaster. Obviously, I'm not expecting anything different, but let's see that intro as well. Player ratings, their running back is miles better than ours. 98 overall, 95 speed. Whereas our 86 overall with 92 is good, but not great. Ooh, that's kind of smooth, though. That actually that kind of moved nicely. Okay, we got instrumentals that are probably going to get this video copyrighted. That's nice. Very cloudy. Doesn't really feel like a 2016 game. That's when this came. 2017 game. Feels more like a 2006 game, but sure. I mean, it does look good, right? I think it looks good. I think the gameplay is going to look terrible, though. Let's go onto the field. All right, coach suggestions. All right. I mean, it doesn't actually look too bad. How does it feel, though? Oh, I threw a pick on my first pass. I was expecting to have the speed thingy where you have, the speed bar. And nope, he just released it right to him. Okay. Wow, first throw intercepted, huh? What a guy. Let me tell you, this, I can't believe Mahomes were in 13 here, but whatever. Man, he almost caught that. It's a completely different game with the way this is. I want to actually maneuver the player, which we're not going to complete a pass because we're terrible. So let's run the ball. Oh my God! The speed that you shoot out at is insane. Pause, shoot out. That's gross. Left side Jones, let's see that speed. I mean, look at how quick they are. Look at this thing. Okay, that was bad though. The change of direction was horrible. I want to see one more. I want to see a juke move. Was this back in the days of truck moves being really quick as well? I remember there's that one freaking Madden where you would just complete the truck animation instantly. Okay, the juke move is pretty terrible. Same fall forward animation we see literally today in Madden. But that's enough for me. I want to finish this career. Another missed playoff season. Mahomes' numbers are looking pretty good again, though. They're not bad. I still don't think he's... Although it didn't show the Pro Bowl. That one year he was top 3. We had it recently in our Jaden Daniels versus Caleb Williams video where we had no Pro Bowl for Caleb, I think it was. He should have a Pro Bowl here. He should be a Pro Bowler for that 1 year. So I'm not sure they're just not showing it. But what about the legacy leaderboard? Let's take a look at all that. You just don't know when it's going to be their time. Where the hell are we? Gronkowski. Where the hell is Mahomes? Is he this low, really? I know it's only stats that he has, but surely I passed him up already. He's not this low, right? He is that low. 4,200 legacy. They're saying Mariota's a better player all time than Mahomes. Oh my, this sim has not gone well. Marcus Mariota is a better quarterback than Patrick Mahomes. That's wild. Patrick Mahomes was a better quarterback by 2020 than Mariota was. And it's 2030 something now. Either way, let's take a look at these just in case he goes away. Just want to take a look at the updated stats. Yeah, I mean, there's honestly almost no point in even watching the rest of this, right? If you want, I'll just say my goodbyes. Appreciate you for watching. All that good stuff. Maybe leave a like, subscribe, all that. because the next few seasons, if there are any, it's just going to be more of the same. More of just pure devastation. I don't think the regression happens until you actually hit this next week, right? 36, about to be 37. Should be decent still. Yeah, 79 overall. I mean, still going. Not strong, but going. Fredrickson, 80 overall. So, yeah, I mean, he's good. That is a generational type player. But, yeah, the overalls, they used to be so crazy. So one thing I do like is, though, is you see these, like, super gems. 89 power move, 84 block shed, quick dev, 77 speed, DT type. Strength's a little low, but that's a guy you would draft top 5, and you just see him all over the draft. These rebuilds, man, we must have won more Super Bowls back in the day than we do nowadays. We've been doing well for ourselves, but as far as, how good these teams were, where the hell is Mahomes? Excuse me? He's gone. Okay. Yeah, these teams were all goated, right? Like, it's just not even close. Look at the freaking Bengals with 3 starting quarterbacks. Oh, my. And Mahomes is now a Raider chief rival. We'll follow the sim. We'll sim the season, but yeah, he's a backup now. Probably will continue to be a backup until he actually retires, but we'll watch. Why not? Maybe wins a Super Bowl as a backup, but yeah, he's not passing up his real life anytime soon. Well, Mahomes as a backup is not going to win a Super Bowl this year either because the Raiders are 6-10. Well, there you have it. Mahomes retires after 17 years in the league. Put him at, 38 years old, basically. Yeah, I would assume he probably retires a little bit earlier than that in real life. You never know, but I feel like the quarterbacks going 40+, it's just not common. Like, Rodgers, the decline showed well before 40, and he's still going. He's good enough. Like, he's a top 20, near that 20 rank quarterback, so he's not like, that guy needs to retire, but he's also not doing himself any favors. But, if Mahomes doesn't want to look like that, probably retires before 2033. That's kind of up there in age, but yeah, unfortunately, really did not go well. One singular playoff berth, and I think he won 1 game during that time. Like, that's insane how much better than he's done than that in real life. But there's not really much more to it. Maybe there was something I completely forgot about with simming, and you guys are like, you idiot, it would have been so much better if you did this. Or maybe you're like, yeah, you did what you could. We changed offensive and defensive schemes 5 different times. We almost did like a quarter of the league in different changes, and nothing worked. We even put him on the damn Buccaneers, who were killing it with Winston every year, and even then he couldn't really do that well. So I think there's a threshold. He didn't hit it. That's simply put. Didn't hit the threshold. Never hit the threshold, and that's why that happened. Had the XP sliders on 150 the entire time for QB. It's just I had some of the other ones on 130, then I bumped those to 150. So at the end of the day, it just re-simming Mahomes' career didn't work out. That's all I can really say about that. If there's any other players you want to see, I don't know if there's needs to be one that's good like Mahomes, but obviously we've done them in the past, like Marino or even doing Rodgers, because one Super Bowl is good. It is good, but the talent Rodgers has, he literally could be, Mahomes. Mahomes, the way he's playing, the things you're seeing right now, literally is prime Rodgers. Like, it's almost 1-to-1. It's insane. The things we're seeing, the exact same things Rodgers did with off-platform stuff and all that. It's Mahomes with some of his, circus plays might be slightly better than Rodgers, I can admit, but they're very similar 1-to-1 players, yet look who has the Super Bowls and who doesn't. So, could do a resim of him. Maybe some other players, like I said, Marino, maybe a Calvin Johnson, Adrian Peterson, whatever. If you guys want to see that, you're really interested, let me know by leaving a like, subscribing if you're new, if you're not new. I really do appreciate getting support here on the channel. Follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr. Second channel, PK Plays for non-Madden content. We started up Batman. If you want to see that, I've actually enjoyed the hell out of that. We'll probably have another episode, part 2, maybe Sunday, tomorrow, or Monday. I don't know. Maybe. Perhaps. But, yeah. That's about it. Let me know what you guys think of the Super Bowl. Who's going to win that thing? Who are you rooting for? And if Mahomes gets that three-peat, is he better than Brady? I think there's an argument to be made. Obviously, he's got all the Super Bowl wins, and he actually beat Mahomes 1-to-1. But I think when you look at how they actually play, how insane Mahomes is as a quarterback, having the 4 Super Bowls with the three-peat, if that's not enough to at least open the conversation, then why do we all watch? I'm just going to be honest. Why do we all watch? No one's ever beaten Brady physically 1-to-1 ring-wise, so why are we watching? Just saying. If we can't open the conversation there, then we should all stop watching. That's about it. Regardless, thanks for watching. I hope you guys come back for next video, which should be a rebuild tomorrow. But until next video,